Hey guys, this is Valerie Smith from Writer Now Magazine and TV, and we're coming to you for our Saturday at noon Facebook Live show, and you can watch us forever on WeBeam TV. Hey, I wanted to tell you, first of all, just like you learned before, we are our brother's keeper. We're charity and benefit driven. We're sponsored by Fran Hoshlaw, and we are so happy to have her. And I got a really special surprise guest today. I have Everywhere Eddy. Everybody knows Everywhere Eddy. Eddy, you everywhere.
Valerie, good afternoon.
Hey, baby, how's it going?
It's going great.
You know what?
Great to be here.
Thank you. And you know what? We've known each other from back when I was thin and pretty.
Oh, you're still thin and pretty.
Yeah, right. Say what I want to hear. But you know what?
I was thin and pretty back then, too.
You know what? You haven't changed. You really haven't changed that much.
Well, let's see. I don't have as much hair.
Well, you know what I say. Men have no hair when I'm done with them anyway, so you're ahead of the game. But you know what? You've always been like a brother to me, and I really appreciate what you do. And I love that you go everywhere, and everybody knows you.
Well, let's put it this way. A lot of people know me. I don't know if everybody knows me, but it's pretty wild. It's been a wild trip the past 10 years, and been crazy. But here I am on your show.
There you go. I know, and I love that. And not only that, we got a great big surprise for our audience. You guys are not going to believe when you see this.
A surprise?
Yes, we have you on our cover.
Oh,
Everywhere Eddy is on our June
God,
cover.
You're kidding me.
In fact, there you go. Isn't that marvelous? Look how pretty you look. You just blend in right there with your bike that has your name all over it.
Oh, wow.
I love it.
That's awesome.
And you know what? Sponsored by Fran Hoshlaw. And I have for you, as you might see here, a autographed, soon to be autographed, a cover for your wall.
Look at that.
For
framed
your bragging,
and everything.
For your bragging wall.
That's amazing.
Isn't that marvelous? Don't you feel
I love it.
You feel special.
Oh, very.
And you know, you've worked for a lot of other magazines.
Well,
and have you ever been on the cover?
No.
Well,
no,
guess what?
This is a first.
Honey, you know what they say about Valerie. She wants something, she does it. Whether anybody else likes it or not.
Well, you know, it's been a great road. It's been a great road. I've been traveling, like I said, for the past, at least 10 years here in the Tampa Bay area.
Right.
But I started out a long time ago as Everywhere Eddy.
Mm-hmm.
And, it evolved into Everywhere Eddy.
Right.
And the big trip that I took back in 2013, after I was rear-ended by a drunk driver.
Wow.
It was in January 21st to be exact.
Wow.
I was on my way home. I had been out shooting Papa Cherry.
Right, I know the band.
They were making a comeback. They were at the LA Hangout.
Right.
I was down there photographing the band in the evening, and it was a great time. On my way home from the LA Hangout, I was rear-ended by a drunk driver around 1 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Somehow I survived that
God wasn't
accident.
done with you.
Oh, no.
That's what I say.
My guardian angel was there that night because I should have been dead on the scene. But I made it. I survived. I'm still here. And after that accident, Valerie, I said, I'm getting back on the bike once it's fixed.
Right.
Because they didn't total it. It should have been totaled.
Right.
But
wow.
It's close to it. They repaired the bike. It was brand new. It was like 3 months old.
Wow.
And I got back on that 2013 July 2nd.
Right.
And I rode to California.
Man.
And the trip just evolved.
Right.
From California, I ended up past Seattle, Washington.
Wow.
Came back through Sturgis, spent a week at Sturgis with friends out there.
Wow.
From Sturgis, I ended up in Milwaukee to visit the Harley-Davidson Museum and the Milwaukee factory where they produce the engines.
Wow.
And from there, I ended up, I had many stops, but I ended up in Portland, Maine,
Right.
where I lived before I moved to Florida. And then from Portland, I made my way back down to Florida.
Wow.
And I was on the road 2 months to the day.
By yourself?
By myself.
Well, that's very cool.
Yeah, I had just retired.
Yeah.
And I said, the trip originally was going to be just Florida to California and back.
Right,
well,
right.
It just kept evolving.
Right. Well, what did you retire from? I mean, I don't know.
Well, I was in advertising
Wow.
and publishing for basically my entire career.
Wonderful.
I worked in New York City at some major ad agencies.
Wow.
I spent 17 years in New York City.
Wow.
Working on Madison Avenue. Then I left New York, moved up to Portland, Maine.
Right.
Lived up there for 7 years before moving down to Florida.
Right. Very cool.
I've been in Florida since '89.
And you like it better than anywhere you've lived?
It's funny. When I was younger, I used to say, I'd come to Florida to visit.
Right.
And I used to say, I'd never want to live in Florida.
Right.
And you hear that all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's too damn hot, it's too damn humid. I could never live there.
Right.
I'm sorry I didn't do it years before.
Right.
But anyway, I'm here. I've been here since '89, and I love it. And I can't think of living anywhere else.
Exactly.
I mean, there are other places I would love to live. I visited many states.
Right.
Matter of fact, I've ridden through 45 of the 48 lower states.
Wonderful.
And there are a lot of places I would like to live, but they have winter.
Exactly.
And I don't do winter.
I know. Listen, I call up in Tennessee and tell my family, guess what we're doing today? You're shoveling snow. We out on the bike.
Yep. Oh, yeah. And I love Tennessee, that area.
Yeah.
But, I can't do winter.
Exactly. I get it.
I mean, yeah. And after 7 years in Maine.
Right, exactly. Well, our seasons, we have one or two, but, with everything that's gone on now and our bike events having to be closed down, which is really, really an odd situation for people like you and I.
Right.
I travel East and West Coast because the publication is East Coast, West Coast, and then the middle because we have a huge following in Ocala.
Yep.
But it's been kind of odd not going as much, but I'm tickled to death that you're going to join the Writer Now family as a contributor so you can get all these people that know you everywhere in the magazine and on this show and on your show because you got one you're going to be doing now,
And
Facebook.
It's all thanks to Fran.
Oh, yeah.
Fran Hosh, the Fran Hosh Law Group.
Right.
Without Fran and her support and her backing, I probably would have stepped back and retired again. But,
Right.
I love the community. I love the biker community. I have so many friends.
And they love you.
And,
I'm not going to tell you how many times I've been on the stage being the host or the MC at Boot Hill Saloon during Bike Week and somebody go, "Where's Eddy?" and thank you for stepping up with me when we did the thing for Bobby Friss up at Scooter Haven.
Oh, yeah.
I love grabbing you up there and saying, "Get up here, Eddy, help me." Because, I'm not intimidated by somebody's star. I want your star to shine. I really
appreciate
do.
that,
Oh,
Valerie,
heck yeah.
And what you're doing right now and putting me on the cover.
Yeah.
That's mind-blowing.
I know.
I mean, I've never been on a cover, and I didn't expect anything like that, so I'm very excited.
Well, and you were still contributing to our sister magazine or brother magazine, Full Throttle, right?
Well, yeah, through Fran Hosh.
Right, wonderful.
Yep.
And everybody knows you from being all over the place, and I love that. And like you, I worked for other people, and then I started my own. And even when they said, "Oh, you can't do that," have you ever told a Southern woman she can't do something?
Can't do that.
No, because that'll make us work harder to do it.
Not you, Valerie.
I know.
Oh,
and
wow.
even Steve Chamberlain says, "Valerie wants something, she goes after it."
Oh, yeah.
And I love Steve.
Steve is a good friend of
I know.
mine. Matter of fact, I watched him on your show.
Yeah.
And a great show. And I've known Steve for quite some time now. And his organization, 50 Legs.
Yes.
I mean, they're the one charity that I contribute to year-round.
Wonderful.
I contribute to a few different charities,
Right.
but 50 Legs is my main go-to
Right.
charity.
And it almost made me cry I mean, his interview almost made me cry. Now, there are going to be a lot of things going on. Fran's going to be sponsoring a lot of stuff when we all get cranking up and doing it again. And I know you're going to be out there, and there are going to be charities that we are going to push and promote, because that's what we're about.
Oh, yeah.
We're charity and benefit driven because we are our brother's keeper. I can't stress that as much. And I really am looking forward to us working together. You know, I mean, because you make me shine, I make you shine, everybody's shining each other. And I mean, that's what it's about. Okay, he shines a little bit more than I do. I'll take the shine off me, you take the shine off you.
Oh, my goodness.
But anyway, I love having you here. I love that you're doing your own thing. I love that you have branded everywhere, Eddy, and everybody loves you. And I was getting on 417 going back to the East Coast, because, you know, I live Tampa, Deltona, and Ormond Beach. I live all three places. And I see you getting on 417. I told my driver, look, didn't we just see Eddy? And there he goes. It was just hauling it with that white bike.
Well, I tell you, and I love that bike. That's out of all the Harleys I've owned over the years, this 2020 is just amazing. And have to thank Bert's Barracuda for how they helped me.
Free plug, Bert. You heard it now. Got a wrap. Okay, well, listen, Eddy, I love you. I love you for being here, and thank you so much. And Eddy will see you guys out there on the road when he's doing Writer Now Magazine and TV and the Everywhere Eddy Show.
Yeah.
All right? And we've got a clip coming up now, because we're going to introduce another one of our guests who's really known like you are. And let's take a look at that video, if we can, for Constance After Dark.
When you think about event promotion? The entertainment, the vendors, the flow of the room or the setup of the lot, the parking. Anyone has done any kind of event planning knows how important it is to have the right people in place for the job that needs to be done. There are endless amounts of things to consider when planning an event. And no matter how prepared you think you might be, you are never truly ready when the day comes and those gates open. You need someone who can think on their feet without having to consult you for every little thing. You need someone that can take over that responsibility, make those calls, and allow you to concentrate on the thing that you must absolutely be present for. I've worked with Connie Lackey from Constance After Dark on many occasions, from everything to major festivals to our album release party at Hard Rock Daytona for our album 7. And I can say from experience that she works harder and gets more done than anyone else I've ever worked with. I know that whatever might be happening out there in the war zone, Connie's got it under control. The beauty of working with Connie is that not only do you get someone who knows every aspect of what you're trying to achieve, but you also gain a friend as well. Like, some promoters are very much about the bottom line of business. They don't have the time or the mental capacity to be bothered with what your vision is or what you truly want it to be. But Connie will take the time to understand what your vision is and make sure that you end up with almost exactly what you've envisioned. She gets to know you as a person, she gets to know what your likes and dislikes are, and tries to keep everything as close to possible as if you had handled it yourself. And she has the context to make it happen. Another very important quality that is an absolute must with any event coordinator is their ability to keep up. It requires an endless amount of energy to be the first one there and the last one to leave, and keep a smile on your face and continue to be kind to everyone around you for the entire duration of the event. Connie can do that day after day. I've seen it, and I'm always so amazed by the amount of positive energy that she brings to the table. Her name is Connie. She's constant. She's Constance After Dark.
Hey guys, now you saw that. This is Constance After Dark.
Hey Val, how
hey
are you
baby,
today? How's
Connie
things?
Lackey,
Good to
I
see
love you. We're great. You know what? When I saw that clip, I said, Jasmine Cain asked you, told me everything I wanted to ask you. She has said everything about your job, and you know what, girl? I don't want your job.
I love my job.
You know what? It's hard. It's too hard to get out there and make all those people mesh and pull that concert off. It's hard, and I respect people that do it because I tried it and I didn't like it.
Well, I'll tell you, working with Jasmine for the past couple of years, she makes it easy. She's so pleasant to work with, so down to earth. Her and Kevin and the rest of the band, they're just amazing. So when like her May 10th CD release party for her album 7,
right.
Fantastic album, I organized that for her, promoted it for her, and we had such a good time. She had a wonderful show, and it was just fantastic. I loved it.
Well, and she's sponsored by Fran, right?
She is sponsored by Fran Hosh, absolutely.
Wonderful.
Absolutely, and soon to be a few more here in Florida. We're bringing her down to Florida more and more.
Yeah, wonderful. I like her. I like her attitude. I like that she's down to earth. I met her in Daytona. So. My guy over there, Sparky, that works the East Coast, ran up and said, "You got to meet her. You got to meet her."
She's amazing.
Yeah, she was
I've never seen a girl like her stage dive.
Yeah,
she just jumps off that stage into the crowd, shoots over to this way, that way, and then they bring her right back and put her right back on stage. Her energy is amazing.
Well, I bounce. I don't stage dive anymore. My stage diving days are over.
We don't stage dive.
But anyway, I just had Everywhere Eddy on the show.
Yeah, I love Eddy.
I love Eddy, and he gave me these, and I forgot to say, look what Everywhere Eddy gave me, because my Ford truck is nothing but love bugs, and his white bike is totally bug free.
I just saw his helmet too. It's got nothing on it.
I know. I don't get that.
I don't
know about you, but I don't wash bikes.
No,
I drop them. I make a good backrest.
I don't drop them anymore.
I don't ride them anymore by myself because I'm dangerous. But anyway, let's get back to you. You've got a lot of stuff going on, and I know you've got something that's going on at Quaker in June. Tell me about that.
June 7th. It's called Battle of the Bands, and what we're doing with this is I started this last October, and it's a 4-part series. The first 3 parts of this are 18 bands competing.
Wonderful.
To be the number 1 at Quaker Steak and Lube.
And what's the prize for that?
The prize for that is, for the first place, is $2,500 prize package. That includes vacation, that includes trophies, that includes a paid bike night.
Wow.
Playing at a paid bike night at Quaker Steak and Lube, which is some really great exposure. Right. It includes some cash. Lots of swag.
Wonderful.
Lots of swag. So we'll be having this June 7th, starting at noon, we'll be having 6 more bands battle it out. And at the end, they win medallions, which is like their golden ticket to get into the finale in October.
So we need to be there at Quaker Steak and Lube so everybody can witness that.
Absolutely.
And I have invited Connie to join the Writer Now family to help me with my Facebook, because I'm Facebook stupid. And you have really pumped it up. I mean, and I really appreciate that.
Oh,
and,
you're welcome.
And we've also invited Dale and Kat to come along, because they're out there on the road doing interviews with people. That's part of our media people. And we've got another crew that we're probably going to bring on, and we're networking with Kenny Wilkerson from Nova Rex, which Kenny, and they have a huge following, and he's got a book about autism. Autism Rocks, and because we're charity and benefit driven, we want to feature things like that do bring charity. Now, what about what you're doing? Who does your event?
The charity for Battle of the Bands is called My Warrior's Place.
Perfect.
And it's actually it's down in Ruskin. It's a retreat for military veterans, firemen, police, anybody that's retired or even not retired that just needs a place to go and basically get out of their own headspace.
Wow, wonderful.
Kelly is a Gold Star mom, so all Gold Star, Blue Star, Silver Star are all welcome. Just give her a call. It's mywarriorsplace.org. She's amazing. She's created this whole retreat just to help people.
Wow.
So many programs down there. Her son was killed in action in Afghanistan, Corey, but it's amazing. So our proceeds go to that to help her. She survives on nothing but donations.
Wow, that's wonderful.
And it's pretty amazing. She was featured on the show with Mike Rowe. It's called Returning the Favor.
Right.
And he actually, Sunray Marina actually presented her with a $55,000 boat that the guys actually go out fishing on, and just
wow,
she just helps everybody. She's just so nice, so pleasant. She'll be there at the next battle, and of course at the finale.
Right.
So we're bringing in the Rock and Road Show. They're my MCs.
Wonderful.
We're bringing in.
I love those guys.
Oh, I love those. They're great at interviewing. Very good at interviewing.
They've interviewed my next guest. I got Tommy Rocks coming on next week's show.
And I sent you his interview last night.
Yeah.
They're great. The Rock and Road Show. It's the 1-3 in Albee. They are great. They're my guys. They're with everything. But we're also starting with with them an online concert series, which our first one is this Saturday. It'll be featured on their show and on my show.
You know what I love? That women that are 29 like us
29
are getting out there and making it happen. And
Absolutely.
still, opening doors and not having any clothes on us, because women, powerful women, that's where we are.
It's taken us this long.
Yeah, it's okay. We've perfected all our screw ups.
We're really good at this now.
We're
very
pretty
good at this.
And you know what? You're like me. You can talk the bark off a tree.
I can.
I
But
love
I have
that.
I have to thank, again, our main sponsor, Fran Harsh.
Oh,
she has
know
been
it.
with me for the past couple of years, and her and Rhett are just amazing.
She never has told me no when I've done something crazy, or she's never called me up and said, "You did what? You
Never.
gave what?" No, she never
Never.
has. It's like she knows I do it from my heart, and I'm sure that's how you do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
1-866 Love Fran. We got to remember
There
that.
you go. That's right, because she's the wind beneath our wings.
Absolutely. But check it out too, Constance After Dark on Facebook. If you need party planning, event promotions, vendors, anything, that's what I do.
Exactly. And don't forget WriterNowMagazine.com.
Absolutely.
And Writer Now Facebook. 'cause
Writer Now
Connie's-
Magazine Facebook. Go on and like the page.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, send us a message. If you want to contribute something, let us know. We'll put it in there.
Exactly. Now, look, we got about 5 minutes, and I want to ask you something, because I've been wanting to ask this of all my guests, and I haven't yet. What is the one thing that nobody knows about you that we should let everybody know?
Well, there's two things I think people know, but it's two of my favorite things. I'm addicted to lipstick.
You think?
I
love that.
This one, Dina Marie gave me these, and I'm also
From Fran's
addicted-
office.
From Fran's office, absolutely. And I'm addicted to shoes.
There you go.
I have shoes that light up. I have way more than I should.
Right.
Right now, I'm wearing leopard print.
Wonderful.
So it's an addiction for shoes crazy shoes, not just normal shoes, crazy leopard, glitter, light up, anything, and lipstick and lip gloss.
Very cool.
Two
I love
addictions I
that.
just can't. I have. Nobody knows this.
Okay.
I have 159 lipsticks and 49 pairs of shoes.
Wow.
It's crazy.
And no clothes. No, I'm kidding.
No, well, we ain't going there. We ain't going there. All my friends know me.
Yeah, but I love it. I love that you're aggressive. I love that you're intelligent. I love that you know what you're doing. You don't mind addressing people about it and letting them see how great you are. I think people think that I can do that, but I'm probably the most humble and backwards person in the world. I find more glory in lifting people up and lifting. It has just made me shine. Finding you and realizing what you do and knowing that I've been at Boot Hill Saloon when Karen, the owner, is getting Bike Week and Biketoberfest together. And I'm gonna tell you, girl, I love
easy.
Karen, and I don't know how she does it, because I would
not
be
easy.
bald.
It's not.
That's why you cut your hair, isn't
Why I
it?
keep my hair so short. It's you have to. You're sweating out there and running around, but you got to smile the whole time.
Well,
and
listen,
you got to look good.
Exactly. Well, what I want to help people understand with this show is, if you want to if you want to do an event and you want to be successful at it, you want to make money at it, you need to contact me. You need to contact Connie, because we work together, and I'm going to give you discounted advertising because you're working with Connie, and we're going to make your event successful. And, as long as you're doing something to help somebody else, that's all I ask.
Absolutely.
That's all I ask, because, we are our brother's keeper. And in Florida right now, it's been really crazy with all the things being shut down. And thank you, Jesus, that's opening back up now. I mean, even
Slowly.
Scooter Haven last weekend
They had a great
was
event.
huge. And they
had a
were
great event.
distancing. They were doing the tables and doing all
Right.
that. And they were, and they were just really doing all they could to make it safe. And I'm just so happy that Fran Harsh allowed me, Writer Now, to give free advertising. 49
2 months now.
half page. Yes, we
2
did
months
it. We
now.
did
You've
it
been doing
in
it
May.
for bands, small businesses, just to get them out there. That's fantastic.
Right. And thank you for sending those guys to me.
Oh, no
Because
problem.
we had Ben Meyer. We had Ben
Ben.
Meyer on my first show, and
Yeah.
my God, he rocks.
Yes, he does.
And he's so sweet. He kept saying, "Valerie, you're wonderful," and sending me these text messages. "Valerie, you're so great, and I love Connie," and all this. And I'm like, when you are touching lives, that is so important. And for us to be able to give away now because Fran is helping me pay this
Ads.
print bill. Give away a half-page ad that we sell for $250 for free.
That's amazing.
For free, $49,
amazing.
and we gave away 12 full pages.
Wow, 12
Yeah,
full pages.
12, yeah, because those people advertised with me, and there was
like 48
Bellisimo's.
ads, isn't
I
it?
know, but I had to give Bellisimo's something, because they're struggling too, and I love Louis. You know Louis.
Italian.
I know, there you go.
Love it.
Well, I don't know what I am, but I think I'm French-Irish, but I'm not sure. But anyway, so in summary, be sure that you buy the cookbook, Autism Rocks, from Kenny Wilkerson. He was our first guest on our first show. Please be sure that you donate to 50 Legs for Steve Chamberlain. If you need a prosthesis or your prosthesis is broken or damaged, contact 50 Legs. They have a wonderful website, and you'll find all about it. And also, Bobby Friss, who was on our third show, he has a great new song out, A Little Piece of Light. Bobby said he had 1,000 views on his web site the first day it aired. And don't forget Connie with Constance After Dark. We're going to be working together to promote events. If you want to put an event, if your bar, your restaurant, your whatever wants to do an event, you need to talk to Connie, because she's the one who will make it happen, from bathrooms to parking to vendors to music.
You name it.
Everything, girl. I could not do your job, and I'm saying that lovingly. And trust me, I'm sure right now you don't want mine. And thank you, 1-800-FRAN-HOSH-LAW. Law Fran, I'm sorry.
1-866-LAW-FRAN.
There you go. Connie's got my back. And please remember to keep watching this show, because we're about helping other people. That's all we do. This is Valerie Smith. I'm the publisher of Writer Now Magazine. I got Connie Lackey with Constance After Dark. And we have a bunch of stuff we can give you. And thank you so much, guys. We love you all.